create your own custom basses, whatever you want.
Right, we've got some drum and bass today, guys, and we're using the drum rack. Just want to show you how I process the drums. So I've just got this kick, shorten it a little bit, transpose it. Remember, we're on about tuning the drums, getting harmony, and in controls, you want to press this pitch envelope if you want to mess with that. And it's like the same as what we do with the 808 on Serum. It'll just give you that glide at the start, and then you can choose exactly where you want it. You can hear that clicking and popping at the end of the sound, which I'm trying to get rid of, but I can't seem to get rid of it, so I'm going to try fade it in. No, try filter. I've changed the pitch envelope a bit, and we're going to drive this filter now. So make sure you're driving the filter, guys, when you're using the drum rack. You can lower it down, sounds quite lo-fi, but the popping sound is still there. So to get rid of this, I'm going to bounce to audio. And first I'm just going to apply the swing, so Alt and A and then Alt Shift U, and then you can set your swing amount. 16T is the swing. Now I've bounced it to audio, and I'm dragging it into this view, and it's this tail at the end. That's better, look, much better. So I'm copying that, and then I've got the trusty transient shaper. You need to get your hands on these transient shapers, guys, and I don't have the links for these yet, unfortunately. This initial clipper is a free one. If you Google that, initial clipper, really good tool. And the spectrum, it's analysing it. You can see there at the bottom, A sharp, it's saying. So, like we talked about in the last video, and the sub to kick harmonisation, we're creating a sub now, so get a sine wave, get two sine waves. We chose the analog BD sine, and I'm going to go one octave higher. I'm going to AM from B instead of FM from B this time. And we're just adding a glide, so click envelope there. So LFO1 is an envelope, and it's going to global master tune. Click the arrow, and then you can set the amounts. Can't hear it just yet. Click mono. That's just going to be the boom, the glide. And then we're going to add a wub on it as well. So I want you to do this with your subs, guys. Put a glide on it, and then put a wub on it, and then you're going to match the glide to the wub. Get some really interesting movement within the subs. And I'm just going to draw in some MIDI clips. We had A sharp. That's A sharp. So obviously that's too high. And that would be matching it to the same note, which sounds quite good, but is A sharp a good note for your subbage? In my opinion, it's too high, but I'll let you decide on that. Right, just messing with the AM amounts, and you can hear now the glide and the wub. We're just matching it. We turned off the BPM, and I've put the glide and the wub quite fast. Almost non-existent, guys, but there's a big difference between almost non-existent and non-existent with this sort of production. Now, just want to get the most out of the sound. I've got the gate on it because we're side chaining the kick, letting that kick cut through. Put the floor amount a bit higher there just to balance it out. And then mono, we're going to mono the sub and the kick. Now press tab, jump into your other view, because if you click this button, you're going to see the levels, and like I say, the matching the levels is very important now. Think of this kick and sub like one instrument, and I've added the saturator there. Can you see I put the bass to the left and driven it, and that gives it some more booster harmonics. But now we have to recalculate the BPMs, and I'm putting this limiter on it as well. Same thing, I'm going to have to recalculate the BPM afterwards. Get it matched up. Remember, we want sub 2 decibel lower than our kick, and think of your sub as the pillow, soft pillow, and the kick is the head on the pillow, so the kick's just above the pillow sort of. And when we're using numbers with the decibels, I always want you to re-evaluate it with your ears, and I always let your ears decide the final call when you're mixing down, okay? Now what am I doing? I've got this return channel down at the bottom. If you right click and create a return channel, and I've added the glue compressor, and I've smashed it with the glue there, put the attack to 0, R1, and put the release time up, and then but you saw what it was. Right. Rewind it if you need to, guys. Now we're spreading this 1, 2, 3 hat, and it's called 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3. That's how it goes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that hat's a counterbalance, guys. Because remember, drum and bass, we've got double time going on. These hats I've added with the drum rack, and I've added on the swing. Remember, I had that swing. Just added it at about 30%. And then I've got this room from the sample pack, so a link will be down below. Grab the sample pack if you haven't got it yet. Sample pack 12's out now. There's some really nice sounds in there for you. Absolutely free. There is a couple of presets free, and I will be giving away another free preset. Of course, obviously it's Christmas time pretty soon, guys, and I'm feeling quite generous. Also, links for the Patreon down below if you want to jump on full access to the Snare sounds. Adding the saturator there and the transient shaper to the group now of the kick. So make it nice and spiky now. Could add a clipper to that afterwards to squash it down again. But for the purpose of this video, we're moving on to the snare. This is the send, the A send. I'm just moving those frequencies about, and I've added this LFO, type LFO in the top left section, guys, and you can use this LFO, you can assign it to the decay amount, you can assign it to whatever you want. I've assigned it to the decay amount and the frequency amount of the snare, but then I've turned that down because it's quite subtle, and subtle movement is a really great thing. In these styles. Then I've got this shaker, refinement, sample. This is in the sample pack 12, guys, if you want to jump on that. And it's quite subtle. Put it in the group there, quite a lot louder now. Put it in the hat group. Sounds quite cool. Maybe too intense in there. And I've got the clipper now on the master channel. Cool. Let's add this pad. This pad's from the sample pack 11. Quite jazzy. It's actually a Phrygian mode pad. So if you want to Google Phrygian mode, it's PHRY. If you want to check out my other videos, I've got loads of videos on them. Now this kit, this sub, I just wanted to add this extra note, make it a bit bluesy almost, but it sounds quite jungly. And then if you mess with the saturator now, look, mess with the bass of the saturator, BASE. And you get some crazy harmonics. We don't want the software for this one, but we're getting more body to the bass now. Adding these samples in. These are in the sample pack as well. And this is also from the sample pack. Take a little bit of it. Add a big reverb, lots of decay, lots of space. And we're getting some pretty nice drum and bass, jungly vibes, minimal and skeptical vibe. And then you've got that long decay there, nice and spacious. Get the wider on it, even more spacious. And then this section here, this little energy pocket before the drop, I've put the auto filter, I've grouped everything, and I've put the auto filter on the group, and then I'm automating, as you can see, the frequency amount and the morph amount. And then if you right click the on off button, I'm going to turn it on just for that pocket. See guys, we're not playing today. Gonna get a few more bass samples on now, guys. So we've done the hard work with the synthesis on a different day, and that's the beauty of creating your own samples. Now you can just chuck them in, chop them up and chuck them in, guys. And I'm gonna get an auto filter on it, take away the bottom energy, because we don't want too much sub energy all at once. We've already got a nice sub. Cheers,